Hello fellow cinema enthusiasts, my name is Christina and welcome to another Let's Get Reelz movie review. Today's movie I will be reviewing for you is I, Tonya, starring Margot Robbie and Sebastian Stan and Allison Janney and a whole bunch of other people. I, Tonya is the story of a former Olympic skater named Tonya Harding. If you are unfamiliar with Tonya Harding, I'm not going to go into too much detail about who she was and everything because I am honestly not really too familiar with Tonya Harding. I know what the events were and that the movie was portraying, but other than that, I really don't know too much about her. So the story of I, Tonya is about, as I said, Tonya Harding. She was a former Olympic skating champion, and it just shows like her story and where she came from and like how just so not typical of your like, you know, prissy, well brought up female figure skaters were. Tonya Harding actually came from like a backwoods, like really white trash family. Her mom was like horribly like verbally abusive and it was just, and even like physically abusive. She did not come from a good situation. Tonya started skating from a very early age, like most figure skaters, and she really tried. This is something that she really wanted to do, but when she was a teenager, she met this guy, Jeff, who's played by Sebastian Stan, and he becomes her husband. Tonya, I think, just wanted to get away from her mother because her mother was really, truly a horrible person. I can't even imagine what she must have really been like because Allison Janney just like completely made the mother like this character like holy crap, like you really hated her. But anyway, so Tonya I think just wanted to get away from her mother, but she went from one bad situation to the next, and Jeff was like a truly horrible human being and they fought all the time. And that actually went on to affect Tonya in her figure skating. She was doing great like in trials for the Olympics and like really big skating competitions, but because she was perceived as white trash because she kept getting into like abusive situations with her husband where the police had to be called in to stop it, she just wasn't getting the points that she deserved. And a judge actually told her that. She went up to a judge and was like, why am I not getting the points I deserve? And the judge was pretty much just like, you're white trash, you're not wholesome, you're not the like all-American girl we're looking for. And then that was like so depressing to me. That was terrible. And the thing that Tonya Harding is unfortunately really known for is when Nancy Kerrigan, a fellow skater, got whacked in the knee and had her knee broken or just really hurt, I'm not sure, by this thug who was working for Jeff and his friend just to scare Nancy and to scare Tonya for their skating and really make them like, you know, give it their all and everything. Really stupid psychological kind of warfare, really dumb, but it turned physical, it turned violent, and Nancy Kerrigan got hurt. So in I, Tonya, it's kind of showing you, like in most biopics, like if you watch them, if you watched enough, it makes the main character, who the biopic is about, either look like a victim. Most of the time that's how it is, even if they are kind of like the villain. They're shown as a victim because you want people to feel bad for them. You want people to, you know, the viewers to just really care for them. You don't want the viewers to be turned away. So I had to make Tonya Harding look good. Now, if she really helped set up the whole thing with Nancy Kerrigan, who knows? I have not researched this whole thing. I'm not going down that rabbit hole into theories and you know, different sides of the story. I'm not doing that, so who knows? To me, after watching this movie, who knows if she's, you know, really had anything to do with it, and it was just her crazy husband and her and his like psychotic friend. His friend was like totally whacked out of his mind. Margot Robbie plays Tonya Harding, and let me tell you, that girl is brilliant. I cannot believe that she is 27 freaking years old. That girl has so much damn talent. I am so jealous. As you can see, I'm like clenching my fists and I'm going crazy. Like this is my like, I can't believe it, I'm so jealous kind of like clench. Margot Robbie is just, she's incredible. She really is. Like she's just amazing how she can disappear into these roles. Like, she was absolutely incredible as Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad, and then she can play and disappear into Tonya Harding. And there were times like when I know what Tonya Harding looks like, and I was like, damn, Margot Robbie, damn, makeup people. Like, it was just really good. Like, she really got into the role, and currently she is nominated for Best Actress in a Movie for the Oscars. And I haven't seen the other Oscar nominees yet for a female lead in the film, but I'm really hoping Margot Robbie is a very strong contender, because she's just so good. She's so talented the whole time. Like, I just could not get over how incredible she was. She was just so fantastic from beginning to end. Sebastian Stan is a really good actor. Most of you will know him as Bucky from the Captain America Marvel movies, and he's the Winter Soldier. Really, really good. It's amazing to think that I first saw him, maybe a lot of people got to know him as the Mad Hatter in Once Upon a Time, and now he's been Bucky in Captain America, and then he was this like really stupid guy, Jeff, in this movie. Like, I couldn't believe it, but he did a fantastic job. Allison Janney, I bow down to this woman and her acting, because as I said, she just made this character of Tanya's mother so infuriating, so wicked, that you just really hate her. But Allison Janney, she's another one that just disappears into her characters. Like, you kind of know you're watching Allison Janney, but like, she becomes these people, and her range of acting is just really, really crazy. I love it. And I was so excited. I didn't even realize Allison Janney was in this movie until it started, and I saw her. I was like, yes, this is going to be good. And it was. She did not disappoint whatsoever. She was so perfect. There's a few things I have to point out with I, Tonya that I really, really liked. In this movie, there was a couple of times where the characters broke the fourth wall. And I thought that was like really cool for a biopic movie, because you don't see that a lot. At least the biopics I've watched, I've never seen that, where they kind of break the fourth wall. You know, they're going about their business, but then they'll like turn to the camera and they'll be like, oh, but this did not happen yet, just wait. And then like they had Tonya at the end, you know, when you see what career she turned to, she's like, you know, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly the line, but she's like, hey, I had to do something, and as she's like going down, she's saying that line, breaking the fourth wall. So cool. Absolutely loved that, and made the movie like stand out to me, you know, amongst like all the biopics I've seen. Just, it was so good. I love that. And then I have to give a shout out to the soundtrack. The soundtrack was so cool. It was like all 80s, 90s music. I have a lot of that soundtrack on my iPod. Just, you know, if you guys watch it, be like, wow, Christina, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel a little bit with some of these songs. My favorite use of a song in this movie is Gloria by Laura Branigan, which I do have on my iPod. Cracked me up because it was just like, it kind of made the characters that were in this scene dumber. Even though I think Gloria is a great song, Laura Branigan was like incredible on that song. Totally, vocals crazy good. But like, it just added some like even more hilarity to the scenes that the song was playing in. Loved it. Love that soundtrack so much. So that was my review of I, Tonya. Really liked it. Highly suggest you guys go and watch it. Such a good movie. Really, I can't give enough praise to Margot Robbie and Allison Janney enough. If you guys really are into biopics, if you really want to see like good acting, good storytelling, something different, go see I, Tonya as soon as you can. If you guys like this review of I, Tonya in any way, please give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. If you have seen I, Tonya, what was your favorite part? Did you like the soundtrack? How much were you going crazy over Margot Robbie, if you were at all? How much did you love Allison Janney or any of the cast? Let me know down below. And if you guys have any suggestions of what I should watch, also leave them in the comments. And if I pick your movie and I watch it and I review it, I'll give you a shout out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future Let's Get Reelz movie reviews, because that is what I like to do here. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.